Christ over Crypto here. Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted a video, but I'm glad to be back with you. Just going to address the elephant in the room, which is what the hell is going on with cryptocurrency and why is it tanking and why on earth is, did we hit all-time highs, last year, and, what exactly is going on? Before I try to address that, I know a lot of news outlets and podcasts and blogs all try to say what's going on with crypto and why the price is down, when it's going to rise up, is it a good time to buy? But I think more importantly, let's define like the three. I think there's three kind of people in crypto now, and depending on where you are, by the time we get to the end of this video, you'll have a better idea of how to deal with the kind of bearish market we're in when it comes to crypto. The first group of people I would categorize in crypto are kind of the hodlers. I have a hodl hat on here, and I think those people look at crypto as a new asset class that certainly as a store of value that over time, they feel like just being in position will allow them to gain, financial benefit, potentially generational wealth, by investing in these cryptocurrencies, and they're hoping just, basically just hodling to or holding on for dear life, as the acronym stands for, until the days pass. So for those people that have more of a long-term asset, this short-term bearish trend may not be as big a deal. The second people that are in crypto, and it doesn't, and like I said, I'm going to name these different groups, and you might be across and be in a couple different groups, so you may kind of mix between the groups, but I'm just going to define them broadly. The second group is those people that they love the cryptocurrency technology. They love the idea of being autonomous from the government, not being a part of the fiat controlled system. As you know, all fiat money has failed. In world history. It's not just, in some recent thing going all the way back to, Roman Empire, things like that. So, you have, those people who say, you know what, we want to have a currency, a supply that, we can trade as we want to trade, peer-to-peer independently without any type of tracking or any type of oversight. So those people are your crypto enthusiasts or your crypto, proponents that they obviously they would love the price appreciation, but more importantly, they're more excited about the adoption of the technology. I call those, crypto adopters or crypto enthusiasts. The third category, which is why the market I think is kind of crazy, is you have crypto speculators, and those people are just there for the money. And I think, not saying the other two categories, people that are hodling and people that are crypto proponents, I'm not saying they're not looking certainly for an economic return, but I think that they are, the speculators are purely just in whatever is going to be, like, if it doesn't matter if it's here today, gone tomorrow, can I make some money on it? And so, based on those three categories, I have these recommendations kind of based on the current state of the market. I'm so sorry, I got some kind of sinus thing going on, but so based on that, I really think your how would you say it? Your hodlers, you're good. I consider myself kind of a hodler. If you're invested in this stuff for the long term, Bitcoin or any, I call them the Coinbase coins, or the kind of more established coins, you know that the volatility of the crypto market is not necessarily the same thing as, say, risk. A lot of people look at crypto and say it's risky. It's volatile, right? But it's not risky. Like, if you're looking at long term, I don't think there's a whole lot of downside risk to some of these established coins. So for my hodlers, I definitely understand, where you are, and I think that long term, just continue to do what you do, and everything's gonna be fine. For those who I label crypto proponents or crypto enthusiasts, I kind of think, your position is interesting because I think it depends on the direction of what you want, right? So every now and then we'll hear about institutions entering into crypto, and if you're kind of one of those people that's like, well, I just want, I'm into the privacy coin, like say a Pivx, a Zcash, Monero, you're not necessarily looking for institutional buy-in. You want this to be this independent thing that's outside the government, outside the big investors, the one percenters control, so that you can have an ecosystem that's not manipulated. So I would say that on that front, this current market isn't necessarily bad for that. I mean, I think what it does is it takes out the bear market takes out a lot of the speculators to a certain degree, right? So now people that are in these privacy coins, they're able to allow things to develop without an influx of unbridled enthusiasm, right? Like these coins, I think a lot of times people don't look at the fact that, okay, these coins have a certain price they are now, and they have a total supply, and then there's a total market cap for crypto. Like, I've heard people talking about Ripple going up to $1,000 like that. That's going to be very difficult because of the supply of Ripple and how and how that would affect the market cap. You'd have some $1 trillion market cap, and right now crypto is nowhere near that, and that would just be for Ripple going up to a super high price. So I think that a lot of the privacy stuff and a lot of, say, the or just like utility stuff like storage and things like that, those things projects are still developing. I really do believe they're still developing. I think that some of the ICOs are getting shaken out, which is probably a good thing. But I think that as far as on the adoption front, you're still in really good shape. If you believe in crypto as a proponent, as privacy, as file storage, something like a pillar, being able to manage your how would you say, your personal information, those things are still ongoing. Those things are still going to happen. So I think that this market, while it's bad, it doesn't necessarily affect any of that going forward. And lastly, it comes to the speculators. This is a group that I have a hardest time with, because to me, you're just looking to make money wherever you can, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, in this bearish market, obviously, you're gonna say, well, what coin is hot, and it's like these, there's like I said, there's a lot of businesses kind of popping up saying they're picking the next hot crypto, and I honestly don't think that speculation in crypto is the I wouldn't say it's the right thing, because I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but I don't think it's the best thing, because I don't know that the crypto that's worth the most money today is the most valuable cryptocurrency, or the one you want to have 10 years from now. So I think if you're into speculation in crypto right now is a very dangerous time, because the prices are, obviously kind of, they're low. So if you're thinking about buying low, selling high, that's cool. But I think a lot of things are unclear as far as, which coins can you come in on and say, I'm really going to make, a big money on. Like, I think that, there was a certain trend in 2017 where we had certain coins that were going up that made people a lot of money. And I don't think you have that as clear cut heading into 2019 after this kind of bearish 2018. So I would just say that the future is bright for the hodlers. Future is bright for people who are cryptocurrency proponents, and for people that are speculating. I would say maybe it's 50-50, because I don't know if we'll ever see kind of the market that we saw in 2017 where you had just every coin jumping off. I think that it's going to be maybe a little bit slower going in the future. Maybe there obviously will be spikes, because it's still a very volatile market, but I don't know that you'll have that widespread where every coin was kind of going up and everything was just kind of like, the ICOs are so hot, and I just think that some of that stuff has kind of died down, and some of that market in a good way is gone. So I would say just evaluate yourself where you are in crypto market, and if you are a speculator, or you're a hodler, or a crypto proponent, just evaluate your position and best protect yourself. I mean, the main thing about investing is always protect yourself, always understand what the downside risk is, things like that. But I just think that there's still a lot of exciting things happening in crypto, and I would not at this time, say anything negative other than the fact that, hey, things are in a downtrend right now. But certainly, as long as you know the reason why you're in it and you understand the risk, you're fine. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Like, I'm not saying there's not certain patterns, certain charts, and there's certain people that I watch and recommend. Alessio Rastani, a leading trader, is a guy I really think has great charts and show you where different things are going in the market, especially Bitcoin. But I would just say that, overall, you just got to know where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do. So I just want to leave you guys with that. I want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. If you like this video, definitely subscribe, hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it. I'll be able to make some more videos. Like I said, thank you guys for your support. Love you guys. See you soon on another Christ Over Crypto.